All right, welcome back. This is video three, session three of the challenge, $63 to 100. As you can see, left off right where the last video stopped. Largely because I'm sitting here just recording them one after another. So we're going to start a new shoe, and we're going to keep betting player every six hands, starting with the first hand. Though I think this time I'm going to actually skip the first hand. Because I shouldn't have. But that's okay. The ratio of player to banker hands, it seems very uneven at the moment. It does seem more like it's coming towards player, but this should be a safe. But it really is over the long period. 4 out of 10 will be a player. 4.5 out of 10 will be a banker, and the rest will be a tie. I'm just gonna go for player because why not? So yeah, I mean, of all the ones to skip, it was not this one. That's okay. Yeah, and every hand that happens before the current hand has zero effect on the hand that's about to be played. You can run probabilities, you can run statistics, you can follow trends. It doesn't make a difference. If probabilities took over, you would never have, a string of banker player runs that went, 15 to 20 wins in a row. And even though those are unlikely or not, those are pretty rare or very rare, probability, after like the sixth win becomes less than like 10% of 1%. So it's ridiculously low. And you just got to go with it. Like, you have to accept the wins and the losses as they are unpredictable. The longer you play, the more you're expected to lose. So that's why you kind of, do a hit it and quit it type thing. Go in, make a profit, cash out. Now, on some of these apps, like the ones I'm able to play on legally, you can't vault your money. So every game you go to, you're bringing your entire bankroll with you. So it's easy to get carried away when you're on a losing streak to just keep betting because, emotions take over, you can get tilted. So you got to be really mindful about that, especially in this game. Because things go out of hand very quick. We lost 2 already, so our third bet, we're up to $4, and let's see if we get a win. Can we beat a 2? We can beat a 2, and it's stuck. All right. Let's go ahead and start a new shoe, give it a back cut, and we're not going to skip the hand this time. We're just going to go straight to it and hope for the best. Now, even though I said, patterns and trends, they're meaningless of the next hand, that doesn't mean that these strategies don't work. Even the one that I'm doing right now, I have busted on it. I think I went 7 or 8 with a larger bankroll without hitting. And then when it did hit, I had so little left to recover that I was like less than like $5 or $6. So I just went and bet on like red or something. I did something silly with it just because it was a throwaway bet at that point. So this strategy can absolutely bust. A shoe can absolutely go the entire bead road without a win in the first row for player. It's unlikely. I've run simulations in the millions where only one shoe has showed up that had zero player wins. So, I wasn't supposed to double there. It was a tie. My apologies for that. So I misclicked that one. So that may bite me. because, you know, there's no resetting that now. So it was what? A $4 bet was 1, 2. Should have been 2. I bet 4, 4. We'll just do a $6 bet. That should recover. And if not, I mean, it's close enough. I'm not gonna sweat over $1 or $2. Like we got there. We're still in profit. But yeah, so I mean, and that's another thing too is pay attention to your clicks before you hit that deal button, as it's very easy to get distracted and misclick or misbet or bet the wrong denomination. I've done that in the past. Sat down to a fresh, you know, $100 buy-in. Thought that my $1 unit was selected. It was not. It was on 100. I bet it and I lost it. That's something that I would never do intentionally, but it does happen. And this will probably be the last chase for this video. We've lost 2, so we'll probably only go to a maximum an $8 bet. That's a total of $15 lost, which is about 30% of my stack. No, more than that, or less than that. Ooh, that was rough. Them pairs are coming out good, though. Maybe I should start betting on some of the pairs. All right, let's see. This is definitely a banker favoriting shoe. Only 3 player wins. Now there's a 4th. All right, last one. Let's see if we can get a 5th player win, and let's hope it hits us. And it did not. All right, I'm going to call it on this shoe. And we'll be back soon.